Hey, what's up you guys? John from Old Reading Farm here. Thanks for joining us in today's video. As you can see, or maybe you can't see, we have finished our new alpaca barn. Woo! So, gonna take you on a quick tour. We are still working on a couple things around here, namely the catch pen and one other gate. But today we have finished one big, gigantic, huge gate, and Catherine painted our barn. So, why don't I show you around? This is Cribs Alpaca Edition. Does anybody know what that is? No, you're all too young? Okay.
No, I think we have an adult enough audience.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so this is our big giant gate. This is for the tractor to come in and out of, and also, you know, if we come here with the truck, something like that, it'll be easier to get in. So this is a 12-foot wide gate, which is really big. It goes up 8 feet on that end, and it is 4 feet on this end. Took us 2 tries to get it actually mounted and on here, but it does seem to be doing the job pretty well. And I actually found out something interesting about gates. So you'll see, like, it's 3 rails basically, and it's all lumber that we milled on our sawmill, silver maple. And so these cross braces here, so I always thought that you go from the high end down to the low end to prevent it from sagging, but apparently what you're supposed to do is you go from the high end on the opposite side so that all the weight that's over here gets transferred down to the bottom hinge over there. And after thinking about it, it sort of makes sense, so that now when I push down over here, all that weight is getting transferred to the bottom hinge. If I have it up there and it comes down to over here, I can push this down all I want and it doesn't matter, because that's like kind of the weak spot. Anyway, gate nerd talk stuff. Catherine's rolling her eyes.
I am not.
Yeah, so it's a nice gate. It's a big gate, and it works for the most part. So
Let's see it in action. Ooh, like butter.
you missed a spot. So this is the side of our alpaca barn, and we built this basically the same way we built our second barn, with the shed roof, and we put the same kind of siding on here because we wanted to have sort of a consistent look, because that's what we have on our first barn, second barn, chicken village. And so this is painted with I think it's a stain,
yep.
Right? So it's a stain, and the color is Evening Shadow, which, as I'm looking at it now, looks a lot more like bluish, sort of almost like a baby blue, but like very white. So like from a distance, I think it still looks pretty white, but now that I'm actually standing here, it's pretty blue. But I think it's a nice color.
I think it's your sunglasses. Take your sunglasses off. Still looks baby blue to you?
A little blue.
All right, well,
Definitely bluer with the sunglasses on.
Leave a blue heart emoji if you think it looks blue, and leave a white heart emoji if you think it looks white.
So if you watched a video we put out a couple weeks ago where I sort of explained all of this in very vague terms that was very hard to understand, as I'm sure it is, now it's much easier to understand, or at least I hope it is. Probably not with my description. But anyway, so I'm standing right in the corner. So we'll have a gate right here.
Cattle
we'll
panel,
just do
right?
The cattle panel. Yeah. And this will be so that we can let our alpacas out into this pasture here. And then we'll always feed them in the morning here. And you can see we have these posts. These are going to be for the catch pen. So it's a very large catch pen. And it'll come all the way over here. There will be a little gate here, because eventually we'll have a secondary pasture over here. And then this way, if we want to rotate them from over here to this one over here, we just open this gate, close that gate, let them right out. So we set it up intentionally so that we could very easily have a central location to keep them in. You know, so we feed them breakfast every day so they're comfortable here. You know, if we do herd health day, we can do it in here. And this way, if we want to rotationally graze them, it's really easy to get them all into this location and then out to where we want them to go. So this barn is built with the exception of the roof and the siding. It's built with 100% green lumber that we milled ourselves, which is very exciting. I'm very excited about it. Catherine even said today she thought it was so cool that we can mill our own lumber, which makes me very happy. And I'm just excited. I think this came out really well. And it's very sturdy. So I think it'll last a long time. There were a couple things that I would probably do different next time on the next build, but overall, I mean, this is the sort of plan. I think next time I will go with beams over these just cross members. Right now, this is directly screwed in to the post right here, so you can see it's kind of sticking out in front of it. What I'd like to do in the future is have it sitting on top of this. That'll just give it, it'll be stronger and just a little bit better in the long run. But for this, it will be fine either way, but I would like to do and I would also like to have one 16-foot span of a beam, because it was a little bit of a pain in the neck to get these two things, and that did make this initially a little wobbly. So this post right here, since these are two different pieces that meet right in the middle, this is a bit of a weak point, but it shouldn't be a big deal. And now you'll see over here, we have these hurricane ties that also hold the roof rafters in. And I actually found that they make screws for these, because I've used these a bunch of different times. Like the first ever alpaca barn we built, we needed to be up to building code, which was just kind of ridiculous. And so it's like you need to use, 18-pound nails or whatever they are, 10D nails into one of these things. You need to get every single one. And it's like we're building an alpaca barn. Come on. Anyway, it was all, and so like pretty over-engineered for an alpaca barn. But I do like using these things because it makes this rafter really nice and secure.
Could you hang on that?
Could I hang on it? Yeah. So they're really nice and secure, and also, so my newest thing that I figured out was the strapping for the roof, which I didn't figure out until a really late time. So like when we built our chicken village, I didn't know about strapping, and what strapping is these basically pieces that run perpendicular to the rafters. So these are the rafters, and this would be the strapping. And so this basically serves as a way to keep the metal roof more rigid. And so I always thought that in the past, you just screwed the metal roof directly into the rafters and that was that. And if you didn't get it tight enough across, boo-hoo. But now with the strapping, it provides like an additional layer of structural integrity to the roof. And it also makes hanging the metal roofing so much easier. And it looks way better because it's way flatter, way better. So we also have these cross braces on the inside for now. I think eventually I'd like to have some sort of like a pony wall up here, like just a little half wall, and then we can hang the feeders off that, just because I think it'll look nicer than this particle board. But that's down the road when we have some free time.
When we're cuting things up instead of building things.
Yeah. Right. And but honestly, I think overall I am very happy with how this came out. It's very strong, looks good. I thought Catherine was going to sneeze.
I thought I was going to sneeze too.
And I think going forward, I learned a lot building this thing. I've built a lot of different things here, but I've done that with like traditional stick framing. So now with this sort of semi-post and beam, it was a little bit of a learning curve with it, but it all came out really well. And I think going forward, I'm very excited to continue to build stuff like this. So as you can see, this pasture backs right up to our chicken village, which is smelling especially good in this high heat.
You think it smells? It smells okay.
No, it smells okay, but it doesn't smell like that lady's farm, but it smells, you can smell the chickens. Anyway.
Here, wait, look.
Yeah, the Iams are hot. So anyway, so this pasture backs right up to our chicken village. Basically our chicken coops are inside of it to a point, so you can see like the backs of them are right here. And so the fencing backs right up to them because, we've had some problems with predators recently, and now we have fortified all of our coops. So I'm not scared of something really getting in there. I'm more scared of something maybe getting in the run during the day. Who knows? But like somebody actually saw a coyote today, broad daylight, attacking some wild turkeys. So like who knows what could happen. But anyway, even though alpacas aren't really guard animals, I think the fact that we will have, 8, as of right now, really large, male alpacas down here, that should deter at least part of the predator pressure from over here. And then also on the other side, we're going to have our emus, which are going to turn out to be, 6-foot tall velociraptors, basically. So hopefully that, it all serves a dual purpose of we have all of our animals sort of in a central location, and it also helps keep the predators away from our chickens.
How much space do you think this is total?
This is 75. Hold on. John needs to do math.
Jeopardy theme song in the background?
I think it's in there. Oh, no, it's not. It's
Copyrighted, yeah. Just imagine the Jeopardy theme song playing.
So it's 5,600 square feet.
So, gate, catch pen there, secondary gate, secondary pasture, giant house.
Thank you guys very much for watching this video. We really appreciate it. Please give us a like, leave us a comment, let us know what you think. And as always, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.